Welcome to r/Entitledparents, where military wives talk down on soldiers because they think their husband's rank applies to them. So without any further ado, let's dive right in. Move the entire hospital. I overheard this exchange today at the information desk in a Boston hospital. Not very dramatic story, but I cannot stop thinking about how entitled this old man was. This older couple, 80s maybe, was at the information desk right when you walked into the hospital, speaking the desk attendant. I was standing behind, waiting to also ask for directions to the department I was looking for. Old man:
"Where's the radiology department?"
Desk attendant: "That's going to be in our west campus. If you head out these doors and take..." Old man, cutting him off:
"It's not in this building."
Desk attendant: "I'm afraid not." Old man:
"But we are here now and we need to get to our appointment."
Desk attendant: "I understand, but radiology is in our west campus. I apologize if they didn't give you great directions when you booked the appointment. Here's a map. You can see that if you go left out these doors..." Old man:
"I am not walking to another building."
Desk attendant: "That's okay, sir. We have a shuttle out front that would be happy to take you over to the west campus." Old man:
"This is insane. My appointment is in 5 minutes. I will miss it."
Desk attendant: "It will take the shuttle less than 5 minutes to get there, and someone can escort you." Old man, now yelling:
"You are not listening. I have an appointment now. I am in this building now. I want to be seen in this building."
Desk attendant: "I don't know how to help you, sir. Radiology is not in this building." Old man:
"I'm going to miss my appointment because of you, because you wouldn't help me."
The old couple then left and headed for the shuttle. Poor desk attendant looked defeated. But I don't understand what they wanted the guy to do. Move the whole radiology department to this building for him? By the way guys, just a quick note. Lately I really had a lot of issues with YouTube limiting my videos, which means that I don't get any money for them. I'm trying to figure out the cause for this, and that's why I won't be saying my own name in the videos from now. But anyway, let's move on.
"My husband is a lieutenant, so do as I tell you."
This is not a long or amazing story, as some I've read on here, but I think it deserves a mention. I may drag this out a little, explain some things that most people would not understand, so please bear with me. EW is entitled wife, RM for random major, a highish officer rank in the army, and me, well me. Now during this time I was a specialist in the US Army at the time of the story. I was at a gas station on the post I was stationed at to get a quick lunch because I was only supposed to get something quick and head back to work to help prepare for our unit's upcoming deployment. It is about 11:40 and I had just grabbed a sandwich and some water and hopped in line to check out my items. Now for some context, during 11:30 to about 1 PM, soldiers in uniform have priority over anyone that is not in uniform or is not a soldier. There is even a sign above some of the registers informing anyone that was in line. While I was standing in line, I felt a slight tap on my shoulder and I turn around to see a quite petite woman staring daggers into my eyes. EW:
"Hey, I need to be somewhere, so go ahead and let me in front of you."
Me: I'm sorry, I also have to be somewhere, ma'am." EW:
"I don't care. You're going to let me in front of you."
Me: I'm not." EW:
"Yes, you are. You have to respect my husband's rank."
Now at this point I was really tired because I was up since 4 AM working on getting our military vehicles onto train cars, and that's how we get our stuff to ports to be shipped over to the country we are going to. And I just wanted to get back and eat, and I really had no response to that outburst. While I was trying to think of something I was going to say, EW tried to force her way past me. Now in the military, every place you can go to for food gets packed quickly after 11:30, and there was very little room in the little gas station we were in the first place, so she was having a really hard time even moving an inch. I scoot more towards the registers to stop her from moving past me. Me: "Ma'am, during 11:30 to 1 PM, all uniform personnel have priority at this register, so I am going to have to ask you to wait." EW:
"My husband is a lieutenant. You're going to do as I tell you."
"Ma'am, your husband's rank does not apply to you, and even if you were an officer too, you would still have to wait like everyone else."
"What do you know about anything? You're just a specialist, so just move out of my way."
Now during all this, The other 40 or so people inside this small gas station were all staring over her while hearing EW beginning to yell at me, but luckily I did not need to deal with EW for much longer because enter RM, who was only 2 people behind us. RM: "What in the world is going on up there?" Me: "I'm sorry sir, this lady is trying to skip the line." RM: "Who's this lady?" The look on the major's face turned from confused angry to annoyed really quickly. I noticed quickly that RM knew just who this was, and this is where it gets a little spicy. RM, enter EW's last name here. "Is that you?" EW:
Oh good, RM, it's you. Yes, this specialist won't let me go ahead of him. I have to be somewhere very quick.
RM: "Well, isn't that just a shame?" EW:
Yes, it is. Can you tell him to...
RM: "It's quite a shame that you think your husband's rank gets you anything from anyone in this uniform. You have absolutely no authority to tell this soldier to do a damn thing." EW's jaw at this point may as well be on the floor while she's looking back at RM, and it was my turn to move to the register. I put my things down and the cashier begins to ring them up. But while that was happening, I can hear EW talk with RM, a lot more timid now, and RM is getting quite loud and everyone around is beginning to snicker and laugh. I did not catch much of what was said, but I just really wanted to get out and get back to work, until I heard this last bit. "I'm going to have a word with your husband. Luckily he's now in my section and I won't have to look far." EW at this point looks around and gets all flustered and runs out without the stuff she had in her hand. I turned to RM and said, "Thank you sir." He just nods and tells me to carry on, so I did. I never heard from or seen EW ever again, and to be honest, I don't think I will ever do. Imagine that, an entitled person with a military rank. If you guys have any military stories with entitled people to share, please post them in the comments or on r/rap stories. Also, if you have watched until here, that means you are a loyal viewer, so please post some stars in the comments to let me know. Entitled customer demands I go against company policy and give him an annual membership worth $99 for free and threatens to sue. I used to work for a tech support company and I provided tech support for a home security camera. It was location based and you could have cameras at multiple locations, but the full version, the membership, is per location and not per account. They don't say this explicitly when you're signing up for membership in big red letters or anything, but it's not like it's not in the terms of membership. This is an essential piece of information, so remember that. So here's the abbreviations. EC, entitled customer, me for me, half an hour overdue for lunch and therefore very hungry and with low blood sugar, thus very emotionally sensitive. C for company. A customer calls in and here's the paraphrased conversation that ensued. Me: "Hi, my name is Infinite5. Thanks for calling company. How may I help you today?" EC:
Yeah, I don't understand why I don't have access to the membership features at this location.
Me: "Okay, so I've checked your account and I can verify that you do have an active membership on your first location, but because membership is location specific rather than account specific, the membership does not apply to the second location. I am happy to offer you 3 months of free membership at that location. However, that was the maximum we were allowed to offer." EC:
What? It didn't say that when I signed up. You're scamming me.
Me: "Well sir, I can definitely put that feedback in for you, but unfortunately I don't have any control of the website beyond putting in feedback." EC:
I thought I had it for all locations. I can have 4 cameras, so why do you care if I have 2 on one location and 2 on the other? What's it matter to you?
Me: "Sir, I'm afraid that's how the company designed the system and the memberships. I have no control over it. As I said, I'm happy to offer you 3. He cuts me off.
I'm not paying a damn penny for an additional membership, when you should have given it to me in the first place. So what is C gonna do about this, huh?
Me: "I understand that is frustrating, but I'm going to have to ask you to use professional language, please. Unfortunately, sir, all I have clearance to do is provide you with those 3 free months of membership." EC:
Well, go ask someone then.
Me: "Absolutely sir, I will be happy to." At this point, it's been like 15 minutes of arguing with this guy, And so I definitely want to get confirmation from one of the higher ups that there's no way we are giving him a membership worth $99 for free, which usually nips situations like these in the bud. I put him on hold and contact my lead, me. Hey, we cannot give this guy a free year of membership because he didn't know he didn't get membership on both locations, right? Lead, no way, you can give him 3 months, but that's it. Me back on the phone with EC. Hello sir, I did check with my manager and she confirmed for me that what I'm going to be able to give you is that free 3 months. EC.
What? I was scammed. You're scamming me. What is C going to do about this?
I repeat the statement and my standard response of, sorry, they said no, I can give you 3 months. And him demanding to know,
what is C going to do about this?
As he put it, back and forth for about 10 minutes or more. EC eventually stopping demanding to know C would compensate for scamming him.
I'm a lawyer. I'm going to sue C to hell. Just you watch. You're going to be out of a job.
Me, in tears at this point and starving. Well sir, I'm not at liberty to discuss legal matters. And I'm afraid that since we are continuing to use unprofessional language, I'm going to have to disconnect now. Have a good day. And then I hung up. I have pretty severe anxiety. Any guesses as to why I left? So I was shaking and crying. Normally, I would be in huge trouble for hanging up. But they did not get mad at me because he was making legal threats and cursing at me. My boss and lead both comforted me. I don't know what happened to that customer, but as far as I know, he didn't contact the company again. And as someone pointed out in the comments, people who threaten to sue you because they are lawyers themselves or they have a friend who is a lawyer are more often than not complete liars. Let's continue to the next one. Entitled mom tries to steal a Game Boy, gets her nose broken. EM entitled mother, K for her kid, around 7 to 8 years old maybe, YG for young guy, either late teens or early 20s, SG1 security girl 1 and SG2. So this happened a long time ago in the early 2000s. I was not actually involved, but I was there. Since it was long ago, I obviously cannot remember the dialogue perfectly. I was at the train station and it was starting to get late at night, so there were only a few people around. YG was sitting on the bench playing on his mobile game console. I'm not sure what it was, but it was a dark color, let's just call it Game Boy for simplicity's sake. K gets interested and asks to play. YG was a bit hesitant at first, but K seemed nice, so YG allowed K to play. EM was on her phone at first, but got off the phone soon. After a few minutes, the train was nearly there. YG asks for the Game Boy back. EM,
just let him play.
YG, the train is almost here. EM,
so?
So I need my game back.
No you don't.
Excuse me?
You're too old to play games anyway. Just let my son have it.
Sorry, but I need it back now.
Don't you talk back to me.
At this point, the train had arrived and the few other people at the station boarded. We were at the very end of the platform, too far away for the train operator to know what was going on. YG, just give me my game. YG reaches for his game, but EM slaps his hands away. The train was about to leave, but curiosity made me stay behind to see how it played out. YG, what the hell? Give me my game right now, the train's leaving. EM,
then get on the train.
The train leaves the station. I looked to see if there was any security guard, but didn't see anyone. YG, what the hell is wrong with you? EM,
stop talking back to me, kid.
YG looks past EM and yells, officer! There wasn't actually anyone there, it was just a decoy. Smart kid. EM turns around, expecting a cop, and YG snatches his game back from K. EM loses it and starts screeching. EM,
did you just assault my son? You give me back the game this instant.
EM tries to reach for the game and YG holds the game in his right hand while standing sideways with his left side to EM so she could not reach it. EM tries to force her way to the game, screaming all the while. YG puts the game in his right pocket and continues to fend off EM. I would love to have recorded the incident, but back then smartphones were not a thing. EM continues her snatching. How I so wanted to dropkick EM off the platform. And then it happened. The right cross landed perfectly on EM's nose. She fell flat on her back. We were all stunned. YG looked like he didn't know what to do. My guess was it was probably his first time punching someone, and K was about to burst out crying. Also, EM just sat there in a daze, probably still too dizzy to get her bearings. She was bleeding out of the nose. Several seconds passed and EM starts yelling assault. At that point SG1 makes his way over. Thank Jeebus, where the hell was he all this time? SG1, what the hell is going on here? EM,
YG assaulted me and stole my son's game.
YG was stuttering, he seemed too scared and he could barely form words. SG1 told SG2, who at this point was also nearby, to call the cops. SG1, YG, did you assault this lady? To be fair, EM did not hurt YG in any way. Me, it was self-defense. I lied. EM assaulted YG first and he had to defend himself. The Benji wailed and SG2 said, the cops are on their way. I did not see how it ended, but at that point I just left the station and took a cab home. It's one thing to lie to a security guard, but I'm not gonna risk giving a false report to a cop. A few days later, while passing through that station, I asked the staff if they knew what had happened that night. They told me YG was let go, EM was arrested for assault and possession of weed. It was illegal back then and K was picked up by his father. Alright guys, that was the last story for today. If you enjoyed the story, please like and subscribe to help me out, and I hope you have a great day and I see you again tomorrow.